My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. Hot ball like MLB, these Bottega boots.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Gun. Cut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Owe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dante Fowler, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jackson. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Bengals had a woeful 2-9 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's Mixon on the counter. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end, finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring it. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively when playing into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Room here to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Throwing is Jackson. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Again, Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Oh, Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here we go, here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
12, 12, 12.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Here we go. Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He's here.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow on play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 4 yards out. And the Bengals put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This will get the lead up to 7.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
101 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Another run here with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins. Oh, he's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11 MP, 11 MP. 11-90.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Gun. Stop.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off. That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination.